Shalom, Israel, shalom, shalom, meaning peace. And first and foremost, before any video, I'm going to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, who the world calls God, in the name of his son, Yahweh Shah, who the world called Jesus Christ, right? And we're going into, this place have destroyed our women. Before I get into the video, I'm going to say this. I'm not talking about all our women. I'm not talking about all. We know that we have righteous women, righteous examples for our other sisters. You know what I'm saying? That's coming up that may be knowing this truth, that may be young. We understand that all of our sisters is not like what I'm finna get into, but the majority of our sisters is. A lot of our sisters have been destroyed, man, mentally, physically, by society, man, by America, by Babylon the Great. Which is, you know what I'm saying? This place is called, in the Bible, America is called Babylon the Great. You won't find America, the name America in the Bible, nowhere. But you will find in Revelation a place called Babylon the Great Whore. That's to talk about America. And a lot of our people have been Americanized, right? To the point where because in America, you can be whatever you want to be. A man can be a woman can be a man. You can marry anybody you want to. You can get your private parts cut off. You can eat pork. You can eat rat, if you please. Too. You can marry a car, right? You can bathe and bleach, and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? You can do whatever you want to do in America, and a lot of our women, the men too. But I might make another video for a separate video going into the men. But this video is directly to our women, man. And like I said before, not all of our women, but if the shoe fits, wear it, like they say in the world. When I get into this lesson, and I'm hitting points that maybe if I'm hitting points that you maybe stuff that you ain't struggle with, and I'm hitting points and you getting cut up by the word, and that's okay though, because that mean this message was for you, and now just change. So this video is going into this place have destroyed our women, man. Just look around. Look around at our women, bro, and you will see how destroyed we is. We are literally, a laughing stock. Look at these celebrities that they have in front of us that we see on TV. Look at Glorilla. Listen to the lyrics that she's saying. Listen to what she's talking about. Look at the things that she's doing. Look how she's dressed. That's important. Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion. Just look at it, man. You know what I'm saying? And our women are destroyed, and I'm gonna show you why. I'm finna show you why. And it's not completely their fault. It's not completely our women's fault they destroyed. It been crafty counsel against our women and our men. But give me Psalms chapter 83. It been crafty counsel against our
Psalms 83 and 4. Can you hear me?
Just a second. Hold on, just a second. Just a second. Before we get into that, let me see if I get my I think it's over here. It's not the street. Oh, come here, bro. All right, yeah, you can bring it out. Psalm 83.
They have said, "Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembrance."
Cause you can bring that out in Ezra too. But hey, yeah.
Can I get that precept?
Huh?
Yeah, I was finna say, can I get that precept?
Yeah. But let me go back. Wait, the screen don't show 83.
What is it showing?
It just go back to it. Go to Psalms 83.
That's what I'm at right now.
Oh, you at 83? Okay, go back. My bad. So it said.
That's right. Do you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
They have start at 2 again.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. They that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, "Come and let us cut them off for being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more."
Right. So that's the Bible basically telling you the plot that they did to our people to destroy our people. Going back to Jeremiah 17 and 4, how the Bible said we're going to discontinue from our heritage. So it said our enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up thy head. They have taken crafty counsel. So that's what they did behind closed doors. They are United Nations. We the only race of people that don't have no seat in the United Nations. They all came together like in this big round table. Like if you watch The Simpsons, it's one episode on The Simpsons how they show you how they all be around this one big table and they be coming up with, ideas and things. So they came up, they all came together. And it tells you got the so-called white man, Chinese man, Japanese man, the East Indian man, the so-called African man, the German man. All these different races came together, and the Bible telling you that this happened. They all came together and said, verse 4, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembrance. So they took crafty counsel. They was slick. We didn't know they was behind closed doors doing that, and they still doing it to this day. We don't know that though. They was real crafty. That's why it's called crafty counsel. They did this stuff in secret. Them high elites, them higher ups, that's what they do. They do it. They come up every single day. They come up every single day. They can't sleep without plotting on us, how to keep us in sin. And they don't care about their own people. They don't care if their people get destroyed in the process. They just trying to get to us. They're just trying to get to the Israelites, man. That's why so much wickedness going on in this world. That's why this world is in so much darkness, because they are pushing this wickedness to keep us in sin. So they came together. They was like, hey, man, how can we cut these Israelites off from being a nation? How can we cut those Israelites off from knowing they Israelites? So they all came together and, came up with ideas. Somebody raised their hand, hey, we gotta get the black man out the household. And that's exactly what happened. They cut the man out the household. Now our women depend on the white man. Still to this day. Now they depend on the government. They don't need no man. They're independent. Why is our women the only women out here talking about I don't need no man? You don't hear the white woman screaming that. You don't hear the Asian woman saying that. You don't hear the Chinese woman saying me don't need no man. Me don't need no man. You don't hear that. But it's our women. I don't need no nigga. Niggas ain't what I need a nigga for? Niggas always cheating. Niggas lames. That's only our women. Yep. That's our women, that independent spirit. I can do it by myself. I got this degree by myself. I don't need no man. Our women got songs on it. And what Beyonce, all the singles. Well, no, it's another. What song Beyonce got? She got an independent song.
I don't know, but I know that song for sure by what's his name, Neo, Miss Independent.
Right. That's crafty counsel, because they pay these artists, they pay these rappers to rap about these things, man. It's certain topics that you can't speak about if you want to be a rapper in Hollywood, in the music industry. It's certain things that you can't speak about because it's an agenda that they're trying to push, right? So now our women see Cardi B saying in her music, I don't need no man. I don't need no niggas. She's saying that, but she married. You see what I'm saying? The city girls, they saying all that stuff in their music, but they, you know what I'm saying, they got relationships. Because they want our women and our men to push that type of music so our people can look up to that, man. You gotta think these other races, bro, these other nations, they study us, bro. I say this all the time. It's a video on YouTube. It's free. You can go check it out. It's called How to Sell to the Negro. It's on YouTube. How to Sell to the Negro. So they literally study our people, man. Study our moves. So when they came up with the crafty counsel, you know they had to study us, man. They probably took them years to make all this stuff happen. They had plenty of ideas. So they coming up with it, right? So they trying to destroy our women. So boom, we're gonna do this to get because they understand that the man is the leader of the household. So they understand if they get us out the household, it weakens the family. So that's exactly what they did. Okay, we're gonna give you this amount of money if all you gotta do is get the man out the household. Be independent. That's what they get. Bro, it's a agenda, bro. Since the beginning. They've been doing this since the beginning. So like it. Do something real quick. Let me get this. Let me turn this timer off because I know it's finna go off and I don't want to mess up the volume. All right, I'm back. But man, they said, how can we destroy them? You know what I'm saying, from being the people. So they took that crafty council. So they set up these. That's the main way. They set up these rappers. That's why people destroy it. Just imagine if all these women rappers said, okay, we're gonna start talking about killing. We're gonna start talking about being submissive in our music. We're not gonna dress like no hoe. We're gonna dress covered up. Imagine how much the youth would change. You would barely see our women dressing half naked. Because you gotta think about it, a lot of our people idolize these rappers, bro. Believe it or not, a lot of our people. You gotta think about it. They don't have nobody else to look up to. Mama, she either, she ain't in her right mind. She on drugs. Daddy ain't there. He left. He in jail. Who else they gonna look up to? Look up to the streets. Look up to these rappers. So they looking up to these rappers. You know what I'm saying? They seeing the music videos. All they doing, the women twerking. You know what I'm saying? Talking about hanging out the window with my ratchet 8 friends. You know what I'm saying? So what are women gonna want to do? It's an agenda, bro. They took crafty. This is why our women destroyed, bro. This is why a lot of our women are destroyed, and you can't sit here and deny that. It's because that the so-called white man took crafty counsel to destroy us, bro. To destroy us as a people. So you can break out your precepts, babe, whatever precepts you have. Going to Ezra.
Come on, baby. You over there getting in the spirit. All praises.
All praise to the Most High.
Fine. It was a few accounts, but I'm gonna just get this one because it literally sums it up. It's Nehemiah 4:7. Well, do you want me to start at 2 to get the context? Start at 1 to get the context?
Yeah, you can do that.
But it came to pass that when Sanballat heard that we builded the wall, he was wroth and took great indignation and mocked the Jews. And he spake before his brethren in the army of Samaria and said, what do these feeble Jews? Will they fortify themselves? Will they sacrifice? Will they make an end in a day? Will they revive the stones out of the heaps of the rubbish which are burnt? Now Tobiah the Ammonite was by him and said, even that which they build, if a fox go up, he shall even break down their stone wall. Hear, O our God, for we are despised, and turn their reproach upon their own head, and give them for a prey in the land of captivity. And cover not their iniquity, and let not their sin be blotted out from before thee, for they have provoked thee to anger before the builders. So built we the wall, and the wall was joined together unto the half thereof, for the people had a mind to work. But it came to pass that when Sanballat and Tobiah and the Arabians and the Ammonites and the Ashdodites heard that the walls of Jerusalem were made up, and that the breaches began to be stopped, then they were very wroth, and conspired all of them together to come and to fight against Jerusalem and to hinder it.
Nothing new under the sun, man. They see us prospering. It's basically, to sum it up, what my realtor said. Huh? You good? To sum it up, what you just read, right? They literally hate on us. We are prospering. You know how you be doing good, right? You know how you doing good, and you have some haters. They be sitting back in the corner with their hands like this, looking at you, mean mug you. Them niggas, I'm tired of them Israelites. I'm tired of them Jews. They don't need nothing. They don't deserve nothing. That's what was going on. They literally hating on us because, you know what I'm saying, we got our wall built. We doing what the Most High God want us to do, and they hating. They came together. Same thing as Psalms 83. They came together to plot against us, how to destroy us, bro. This is why we so destroyed. Right? That's why they didn't want us to read when we got those slave ships. It's certain things that we couldn't do. That's why in slavery, because when we got those slave ships, we knew who we was. We wasn't speaking English. We didn't have last names like Smith, like Carter, like Ross, like Johnson. We didn't have those names. We knew who we was when we got those slave ships. Stop thinking that you was when we got those slave ships, we would just Google, monkey swinging from vines. No, you knew who you was. But they started with that crafty counsel to destroy you If anybody's seen this scene in Roots, and I know a lot of people haven't seen that movie Roots. If anybody's seen that scene, you can look it up. It's a scene where it's a dude named Kunta Kinte, right? The so-called white man got his hands tied up, right? And he whipping him. And the white man basically is doing slavery. And the white man basically saying, your new name is Toby. And then Kunta Kinte was like, no, my name is Kunta. He kept whooping him. He was like, no, your name is Toby. He was like, no, my name is Kunta. And he kept whooping him until he eventually said his name is Toby. They had to do that. That's that crafty counsel. They had to change everything about him. Change his identity. Your name ain't Kunta no more. Your name Toby. Right? Okay. And your name, that's what they say. Your name Toby. And that's that crafty counsel, right? And that's what it start. I really wanna. I know my real gonna be able to find it. If anybody know the Willie Lynch letter, it's a book too, and it's a letter called the
I'll
Willie
find
Lynch
it, Lord
letter.
willing.
Con. It basically Willie Lynch. He was writing to other slave masters how to keep us, in order, right? Because we was rebelling. We were like, hell no, we ain't finna do this. Like we were rebelling. We were like, we ain't finna do. We ain't finna. We was rebelling. So Willie Lynch wrote a letter to the slave masters on basically how to keep us in order, and he had some crazy tactics, man. And the reason why so-called black women can't trust so-called black men is because that been beat into our heads. Don't think that stuff from 400 years don't affect us, man. It's generational. It still affects us. Why do you think the reason why our women don't trust our men? The reason why our women go to white a lot of our women go to white men. Why is that? Why they feel like the white man can protect them more than we can? Because that goes back to slavery. It was think about it, right? Put an example like this, and you don't have to read the whole letter. It's a part of it going into how Mario on it, right? So the reason why our women feel like we ain't nothing and we can't help them because that mindset goes back to slavery. It was times where and that goes back to the Willie Lynch letter. The white man had to break our men down in front of our women. So our women, just imagine our women, right? She's married to a so-called black man, so-called Latino man. When because Latinos, yes, Hispanics, y'all was in slavery too. Yes, y'all are people too. We the same people. Yes. So imagine, right? You have a wife, and you can put it in. You can put this in your own. Just you can imagine you in slavery. Imagine you have a wife, right? And the so-called white man, he beating you in front of her, right? He whipping you in front of your wife and kids. He's making your wife and kids watch you getting beat. He's raping you in front of your wife and kids. He's taking your wife. You say you in your cabin, right? He's taking your wife whenever he wants to and raping her, man. What that's gonna put in her mind? You can't be there for her. You can't protect her. He's weak. That's what's going on in her mind. She calling you to help her, but you can't do nothing about it. That'll mess you up, man. And that's literally been passed down. That's why our people love the so-called white people more than they love their own people. From slavery. That's why it's a lot of coons. Goes back way back in time. Uncle, you know what I'm saying? All that. Symbols, all that. It goes back and they go back in time, man. So that's why a lot of our women rather be independent than get a brother, man. A so-called black man to marry. Because they feel like they can't protect them, man. And that the so-called white man put that in their heads 400 years ago, and our women got that. Because think about it, man. The so-called white man, that's the difference between this captivity and the rest of the captivities. All the other races, they were breaking us down physically, right? But the so-called white man found out he found out a way how to break us down mentally as well as physically. He found the way to tap into our minds, bro. Because your mind is the strongest part of your body, right? Literally, your mind is literally the strongest part of your body. So he found the way to mess up our people's mind to feel like we don't need each other. But you don't see that in any other race. You don't see that in any other race, any other nation. You don't see that. But when it comes to us, we don't need each other. Or we ain't nothing. Right? But did you find it you don't got to read the whole thing. Dang.
I think I know what part you're talking about because I read this letter before. This I think is this part right here, the nigger marriage and the breaking process of African American woman. Because I've read this before on the video. I think the part you want is probably this right here in the nigger marriage part.
Can you zoom in a little bit?
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do right now, my love.
Operate.
Stop reading my mind. Okay, so well, this whole section right here, it's really good because it talks about why the women feel like they independent.
Bring it out. Hey, whatever you feel the need to bring out, hey, flow is yours. Because this letter right here was and it's crazy because, man, this letter was so powerful. It's still affecting us in 2022. That's why I don't understand when people be like, hey, man, that was the past, forget about it. We can't forget about it because we are literally still being destroyed from the past. They literally broke us down, bro. Yes, we are broke down. Slavery did affect us, and it is affecting us to this day. But you got it.
Con, take the female and run a series of tests on her to see if she will submit to your desires willingly. Test her in every way because she is the most important factor for good economics. If she shows any sign of resistance in submitting completely to your will, do not hesitate to use the bull whip on her to extract that last bit of resistance out of her. Take care not to kill her, for in doing so you spoil good economics. When in complete submission, she would train her offsprings in the early years to submit to labor when they become of age. Understanding is the best thing. Therefore, we shall go deeper into this area of the subject matter concerning what we have produced here in this breaking process of the female nigger. We have reversed the relationship in her natural uncivilized state. She would have a strong dependency on the uncivilized nigger male, and she would have a limited protective tendency toward her independent male offspring and would raise male offsprings to be dependent like her. Nature had provided for this type of balance. We reserve nature by burning and pulling a civilized nigger apart and bull whipping the other to the point of death, all in her presence. By her being left alone, unprotected, with the male image destroyed, the ordeal caused her to move from psychological dependent state to a frozen independent state. In this frozen psychological state of independence, she would raise and female offspring in reverse roles.
So that's look now. Listen to that now. Look at our women now, independent. Now this is why a lot of us, right now, hear me out. Now this is why a lot of us, when they get around the white people, the white man, they want to have their head down. They want to smile. They want to be all loving. But when it comes to their people, they have an evil eye. They hate us. They hate their own people, but they love the white man because of this. This still part of a lot of our people to this day, man. Right? The spirit, we got the spirit of our forefathers, man, of our foremothers, our ancestors, bro. Right? And that's passed down. You got your grandma, you know what I'm saying, telling her kids, hey, you better be nice to master. Hey, he gonna do this so and so if you don't behave. So now our people, you know what I'm saying, now they scared. Right? Now they scared to say something to the white man. That's still happening to this day. Because that feeling that we had during that time, it had been passed down, bro. But you got it. And that letter right there is proof that, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, the so-called white man, that's a wicked, bro. You had to meditate on how to destroy us. That going back to that crafty counsel. He literally wrote a whole letter to the other slave masters to how to keep our women how wicked is that, to write a letter to keep women to want women to be independent? What type of man will bull whip a woman? Right? And that messed her up mentally. He got to her mind. He got to our women's mind. Our women our women are literally are destroyed, right? Nigga women. You got a lot of nigga women, bro. Women that want to be dudes. You got dude spirits. That's saying, "What's up, bro?" Got that spirit on them.
Dapping brothers up.
Dapping brothers up. You going for a hug? She's talking. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of women that want to be that woman that want to take the role of these men. And think about it. Our woman can't do it by herself, and the so-called our women think they can, but the so-called white man understood that she couldn't. That's why he got us out the household. Think about it. All these bad kids that's going, a lot of these bad kids. Now we know that, bro. We got a lot of baby kids, bro. A lot of these who is raising these kids? Who is raising these effeminate men? Who is raising these little harlots? The women. Because the man more likely not there. So who raising these bad kids? And that was the white man's idea. Our women think it's okay though. He destroyed us. Got the man out the household. Now the woman got to raise the kids by herself. Now she got to work 3 or 4 jobs. But she get the government helping her though. So who is her new husband? The government. That is her. She don't need no nigga. I don't need no man. I got the government. They giving me what I need. That's what a lot of our women think, bro. But you got it, babe. And I don't know if they'll say, I don't know, you know how YouTube be sensitive. So try not to say N-word.
I've been reading this entire time. I didn't know I was on mute. So, okay.
Yeah, try to just say N-word, because I don't know what YouTube be having going on, man. They might try to flag it, talking about you use inappropriate language. So just try your best to say N-word. You know, you might slip up, but it's cool. I don't know what YouTube be on.
So like, yeah, I was reading this entire time. For fear of the young male's life, she would psychologically train him to be mentally weak and dependent, but physically strong. Because she has become psychologically independent, she will train her female offspring to be psychologically independent. What have you got? You've got the...
Hold up, baby. I want to touch on what you just read. Reread slowly what you just read at the top. What you were just reading about the male being mentally weak.
For fear of the young man's life, she will psychologically train him to be mentally weak and dependent, but physically strong.
Now that's crazy, bro. That's the white man plot. All right, I'm gonna break him down mentally, but he's still gonna be strong to work in the fields. He's still gonna be big and black and buff, but mentally he's gonna be a little child. That's how they broke us down, bro. Now that's why you see brothers walking around with so-called white women. They be 6'4", 230 pounds solid, but in their minds they little kids. This go back to the Willie Lynch letter. What you got it?
Because she has become psychologically independent, she would train her female offsprings to be psychologically independent. What have you got? You got the N woman out front and the Nick male behind and scared. This is a perfect situation of sound sleep and economic. Before the breaking process, we had to be alertly on guard at all times. Now we can sleep soundly, for out of frozen fear, his woman stands guard for us. He cannot get past her early slave molding process. He is a good tool, not ready to be tied to the horse at a tender age. By the time a N boy reaches this age of 16, he is soundly broken in and ready for a long life of sound and efficient work and the reproduction of a unit of good labor force. Continually, through the breaking of uncivilized savage N-word, by throwing the N-word, female savage, into a frozen psychological state of independence, by killing off the protective male image, and by creating a submissive, dependent mind of the N male slave, We have created a cycle that turns on its own axis forever.
A what?
A cycle.
That do how long?
Forever, unless a
5,
phenomenon occurs.
5 years,
Forever.
30 years,
Forever.
40 years.
Forever.
So this man knew what he was doing. Willie Lynch knew what he was doing. He created something, a cycle. His mindset was, I'm finna create a cycle. What I'm finna do, this gonna last forever. Even when them so-called Negroes are out of chains, this cycle still gonna be occurring. We still in slavery. They just do it a different way, right? We in modern day slavery, right? We might not have chains around our necks, but we still in slavery. If we wasn't still in slavery, we wouldn't still be over here. Think about it. We was brought over here as slaves. You know you still a slave when you still in the land that you was brought over on slave. Well, you was brought slaves over, and you still over here. So that means that you still a slave. It don't matter if they giving you millions to dribble a basketball and shut up. Guess what? You still a slave. You still looked at as a nigga in the coop, like Kyrie said. Not like Kanye said. You still a nigga in the coop. You just a nigga in the coop. That's all. You still a slave, and that money that you got, you can't help your people like you want to, because when you sign that contract, it's certain things that you can and cannot do, and our contract is like, okay, you can't give this amount of money out, right? So just by some of that Willie Lynch letter that we read, and we're gonna get, I think my reel got some more on it, but it just show you that, man, it's a plot on us, bro. You know, and that's why we need the Most High Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai to save us. We literally need him to save us, because we are a people that's lost. We are destroyed, bro. We are literally a destroyed people, bro. We are a laughing stock. But give me give me Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 37. And we can go back to the letter if you have some. Did you have some more in the letter?
Yes, I did.
Okay, we'll go back to the letter after this precept.
Go back to it?
No, we can read this precept first, and then we'll go back to it.
Deuteronomy 28 and 11?
And 37.
Deuteronomy 28 and 37?
Yeah.
Okay. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead them.
So the Bible said, and this was going on with our people. The Bible said, amen, you're going to become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations where the Lord shall lead thee. So we that people that, now let's keep it 100. Let's not be fooled now. We know that we the greatest people on the face of the planet. Every other race copy what we do. Let's be real. We do something, they want to mimic it. We are literally the salt of the earth. We're the best people. But part of us not keeping the commandments and the covenant that we made with our God, we got a curse on us. You can read that in the whole Deuteronomy 28 chapter. We got a curse on us. So the Bible said, now we're going to be an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword. We are the people we are the laughing stock, bro. We are the people that people laugh at and look at like what are we doing? What the hell we got going on? We are the people that people, joke about. You know what I'm saying? We the one that got those stereotypes on us. We're the ones that got all these different they got 30 or 40 byword names. We destroyed it. And they destroyed us, calling us African American. We wasn't calling ourselves African American when we came over here on slave ships. We knew who we was. But they took crafty counsel against our people, and our women, bro. They use our women. A lot of these races, let's keep it real. If you didn't know, a lot of these races look at our women as sex objects. You have a lot of these Arab men in these corner stores. They be paying our women money to come lay with them in the back of the store. Right? They pay our women more money to do that. I give this amount of money if you come back in the back with me and spend some hours with me. They do that. These so-called Edomites at these big corporations, they be hitting our women on the butt,
Yep.
right? Telling uh telling our women to stay overtime with him. He trying to have sex with him. That's what he do. That's what they do. They look at our women as sex objects. I'm finna show y'all some pictures, right? Show y'all, and you don't really see white women, even in the music industry, white women dressing like how our women dress. You don't see that. They pull up a picture of now. If brothers battling, I'm gonna say this: if brothers battling that lust demon, bro, you might well just cause this for edification purposes, because I gotta show this, man. You know, I know they're gonna be dressing crazy. So if you battling that lust spirit, I would, wait and then skip to when I'm get done. I ain't gonna show that much though, but pull up an image of Glorilla. Just look how our women dress, man. And how you dress is very, very important. Or you can type in Glorilla dress. And I know y'all heard that song though. I don't even gotta play it. Y'all are look. Now look at that. We're the only race of people that do this and think it's okay. Look at her. Look at her. That's why our women wonder why are we looked at as sex objects? Because of this. They feel like our women don't have nothing to offer. A lot of these races and a lot of our men feel like our women don't have nothing to offer but her body, because that's all that we advertise. Look, that's nothing that the world should see. That's only something that your husband should see behind closed doors. The whole world shouldn't see you dressed like that. Look. You know what I'm saying? So of course men gonna look at you like this. Because how you portraying yourself to be. Oh, he's body shaming. And you barely see a lot of these women. You barely see a lot of these women with their real hair too. Think about that. A lot of these rappers, these artists, you barely catch them with they. I ain't never seen Mary J. Blige with her real hair. Never. Ever.
It's always that blonde. Always that blonde.
Now, why they push that blonde? Why when you go to a magazine, right, or you see a commercial, what women are they always showing as beauty? White women with blue eyes, with blonde hair. So of course our women gonna look at that as being the standard of beauty. That's all you showing on TV. When we was young, all we seen was white cartoons. So of course, and white baby dolls. So of course our women gonna wanna look at might want to mimic the white woman, because she think that's the definition of beauty. She feel like her afro, her kinky afro, her nappy afro, so-called, she feel like that's not beautiful. She feel like her dark skin is not beautiful, so she bleach it. She want to be like the white woman. But people say it don't matter. Look at the effect that it's playing on us, bro. They make black feel. They make us feel like we. And if you look at the definition of black in the dictionary, that's all related to curses and death. But if you look up white is always pure. You know what I'm saying? Sweet, right? Why when you playing? And I got this from, I forgot who said this, but when you playing pool, right? Playing pool on the table, what ball do you try to stay away from? You don't want to hit that black ball. But what ball do you want to hit? That white ball.
The 8 ball.
The 8 ball. Dark cake, black cake is called devil cake. White cake is called angel cake. You wear black to a funeral. You wear white to a wedding. Come on, bro.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
Come on, let's be real. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. They destroyed our people, bro. But they don't want to admit it though. A lot of them know it, and that's why they know they got judgment coming, bro. They know they got judgment coming. Why is it now? You watch BET, Black Entertainment. What's going on, babe? You tell me, babe. What's going on BET?
You want me to tell you?
Huh?
You want me to tell you?
I mean, no. I'm just saying. When we used to watch BET, what are we seeing like?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All we saw was the the mad black woman cussing out the men, trying to run the household. They always portray that. I'm telling you, they always portray that men cheating, and it's always in a negative way. Like he go lay with another woman, and then he forsake the first woman, but he want to be with this woman. It's always the angry mad black woman, the woman cussing Jake out, beating him up, throwing his stuff on the curb, burning his stuff, TLC, burning his stuff up, putting bleach on his clothes, throwing hot grits on him. That's all we see.
And then you basically named Tyler Perry movies.
Yeah, that's all
he got what he had. Tyler Perry. And then they always portraying that. What you been saying?
I was going to say, and then the hate towards one another. There's this show called the Patty Show, the Miss Pat Show. She's supposed to be a comedian. My mom was watching it like a few months ago, and on the show, like I was just getting vexed watching it. It's supposed to be like a sitcom, but on the show, all it is her cussing her sister out. She's a nigga woman on the show, basically. She's a nigga woman on the show, and she be cussing her sister out, and her sister, they hate each other. This is what they portray. This is what they push.
This is what they push. On BET, they pushed that, bro. They pushed a toxic relationship between a man and a woman. They do that on BET. You got the woman, Tyler, what her name was? Both of them. Marcus. On Why'd I Get Married? Marcus. She was that nigga woman.
I forgot her name.
What was her name? She was a nigga woman. I got tired of hearing her voice. And the woman that was on another Tyler Perry movie, Byron. That's Tiana Taylor. She played in that movie. She kept saying Byron. I mean, I'm like, bro, this all we see of our people. We got movies like Menace to Society where you just going around beating each other up, killing each other, ain't keeping no woman. Boys in the Hood, we seeing the same stuff. Bro, that's powerful. What you see and what you hear are the two most powerful. I don't even know if that's a word. The two most, what word I'm looking for? What you hear and what you see are the two most threats that they use against our people. Because what you hear, even music, when you keep hearing kill, 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 when you listen to that drill music, kill, 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 steal, 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 F that nigga, what you gonna think in your mind? That's why a lot of our people listen to Pooh Shiesty, listen to Kodak, listen to Lil Baby, right? They start thinking they got ops. Nobody ain't trying to kill them. Nobody knows they exist. But they start walking around with ski masks on, with a black puffer jacket on, with all black, with a Glock in their pants, walking around thinking they got ops. Nobody's trying to kill them. But the music they listening to, they think they got ops. Them demons playing around in their head. Because music is very spiritual, bro. Music is very, very powerful. And babe, can you give me that precept of when Saul played that harp? I mean, when David played that harp for Saul, when Saul had demons on it. I want to show y'all how powerful music is. And what you see is very powerful. Literally, not even just TV. If you're in a household when the man beating on his wife, right? When the man ain't there, you're gonna think that's all. You're gonna think black couple. You're gonna think so-called black couples never work because that's all you see around you. That's all you see on TV. You think it don't work, so you ain't gonna want to You ain't gonna want to marry no black man. You gonna want to get another race because you feel like a black man. If you get a black man, it's not gonna work because you seen your dad not there in your life. Then you turn on the TV, you see they ain't BET, the toxic relationship. Then you put your headphones in. You hear about women saying, F a nigga, I don't need a nigga. I'm successful without him. I'm scamming. I got money. They trying to cut us. They trying to cut us so-called black men out the picture. But you got it, babe.
Khan. And it came to pass when the evil spirit from Yahweh was upon Saul that David took an harp and played with his hands. So Saul was refreshed and was well, and the evil spirit departed from him. And could I was it's like never mind.
No, you had some. What you had?
Nothing. I forgot.
If it come back up, let me know. So basically, what happened was Saul was the king of Israel at that time. You so-called blacks and Latinos, you got to get into your history because this Bible is black history. Saul was an Israelite. Saul was a king at that time. Now, it was demons that. Well, actually, he got his kingdom snatched from him around that time. He got it snatched because he didn't obey the Lord. So demons came upon him, right? So he called David to play the harp, to play music for him. And when David was playing that music, the demons left Saul just by him playing that music. So music have the power. Certain songs, certain beats, certain frequency have the power to remove demons from you. But just imagine the music that's talking about kill, kill, kill. Imagine how many demons is getting put on you. Imagine when you listen to women talking crazy. Imagine how many demons getting put on you from the music. Right, and that's fast. They're not gonna sign, bro. If you got any sense, if you come into the rap game and you spitting lyrical stuff, you speaking real stuff, how Flint still need water, how we the Israelites, how we the best people on the face of the planet. If you come in speaking that stuff, if you're a woman and you come in talking about, hey, we gotta serve our men, you know what I'm saying? We gotta dress modest, we gotta be woman-like, we can't be no nigga women. If you start coming with knowledge like that, you're not gonna get signed. Why? Because rap, the music industry have nothing to do with talent. They don't care about your talent. That's why Blueface got signed. That's why his music getting played. That should tell you right there, they don't care about your talent. It's what you're willing to do. Are you gonna be down with the agenda? Are you gonna be down to put a lot of your people in prison? Because that's what you're doing when you rap about that stuff. Women, that's what you do when you rap about that stuff. You putting a lot of our women, a lot of our the youth in prison. You horn a lot of our women out when you rap about that. When you rap about the stuff that you rap about, women. You horn a lot of our women out. They think it's okay because think about how many. Cardi B have a show right now. She go on stage right now. Imagine how many of our women gonna be out there in the crowd, bro. Imagine that. And she ain't talking about nothing. Nothing to benefit our women. Nothing to make our women a better wife. She ain't saying none of that. But imagine, look in the crowd, see how many of our women, so-called black and Latino, is gonna be out there in the crowd, screaming and crying. Oh my God, Cardi B. Oh my God, I've been waiting on this moment. Oh my God. They holding the sign up. We love you, Cardi. You know what I'm saying? Imagine that. Imagine how many people gonna be they go to these concerts on the daily. And they trying to take the man out they're trying to take the man out the picture because they know we the man in the household, bro. They know if we get our stuff together, that our women are gonna follow behind us. But when we not there, who are women gonna follow behind? But give me 1 Corinthians chapter 11. Let's show you the order. Now, this is the order from the Most High God. Because the Most High God says, let everything be done decently in order. So he has order. So let's show you the order that the Most High God created. And the so-called white man have destroyed their order that the Most High God created. That's why he got to go into slavery. And that's why he got to pay.
But I will have you know that the head of every man is Yahweh Shai, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is Yahweh.
No, it's that the head of the man is the woman.
Nope.
What did you say?
The head of the head of the woman is the man.
So the head of the woman is the man. right? So the man is over the woman. So that's the order. It's Yahweh, then Yahweh Shai, then the man, then the woman, then the children. Not the woman, then the man. That's whew, bro. Society got it to where, and that's why the so-called white man know what he be doing. That's why he pay a lot of our women more than us. They be the breadwinners. A lot of our women be making way more money than we do. So when they making more, see, they don't want to hear nothing that we gotta say when they making more money than us. They feel like they gonna be running the relationship. Them jobs they be giving our women in them corporation jobs, they won't give them to us, but they'll give it to our women. Why? Because they gonna pay our women a lot of money more than us, so our women gonna feel like, I don't need him. I'm getting more money than him. That's the only reason why they hire our women. It's a plot. I'm getting more. Why do I need you, nigga? I'm getting the money. You ain't making nothing. I'm making twice as much as you. Why? I don't need you. That's what they do, man. They don't give our men those high paying jobs. Not a lot of us. They'll give it to our women quicker than they give it to our men. They fear us. They fear our women too. They want to destroy your image. Cause you can't be stopped. You gotta stop walking around here thinking that you just a hoe, man. Though I'm a city girl. Matter of fact, pull up a picture of the city girls. I forgot them. They thought they were safe. Pull up a picture of them city girls. And they're in a relationship and they making music talking about, you know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Come on now. Now think about it. Look, and I don't even want to pull up that. What's that song that say it's some whores in this house?
I think it's literally called. Yeah, I think it's called. I can't remember, but I know what you're talking about. It's Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B.
Now this is how you know that it's an agenda being pushed. If they truly
Called
care,
WAP.
they want
Wet AP.
WAP. And y'all know what that means? Wet. Man, I ain't gonna even say it, bro. That video is so demonic and wicked, bro. And think about it. This is how you know the music industry don't care about art. Cause think about it. Cardi B is I want to say what is Cardi B? Is she Dominican? Yeah, she Dominican.
Yeah, she is real.
She Israel. She our people. So Cardi B, she the face for the Northern Kingdom, for the Puerto Ricans, Cubans, and Dominicans. She the face for them. And Megan Thee Stallion, she the face for Southern Kingdom. You so-called blacks, blacks, Haitians, Jamaicans. She our face for us, and they did that on purpose. And think about it. If the music industry wasn't demonic and it was they truly were sincere, why would they allow this video and why would they allow this song to be played? Knowing that a lot of their fan base be little kids. Facts. Government paid, yes, facts. That's facts. And imagine a lot of these artists, right? Their kid, they fan base be little kids from ages. What ages you think, babe? They fan base be from ages like.
I've seen a 3-year-old on the social media singing I think she was singing the City Girl song word for word. So the way generations looking now, they fan base is in the toddlers. Because as the mother is, so is her daughter.
Bring that out. You know what I'm saying? They fan base be little kids. They showing these naked women to our little princesses, bro. Destroying them. And they wonder why our women want to be city girls. We wonder what's going on. Why is she 3 years old knowing word for word to a song, but she don't know her alphabet? She don't know how to spell her name, but she know word for word the city girl song. Destroy it. That's the definition of destroy it. The white people don't do that, man. They don't do that. We do. But you got it.
Behold, everyone that uses proverbs shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as the mother, so is her daughter.
So as the mother is, so is her daughter. Man, that's what I'm saying, bro. If you and a lot of our women looking up to these artists. So if Cardi B, check this out. If a mother, right, she got a child, a little daughter. Now the mother is listening to Cardi B. She's smoking around her daughter. She's wearing naked clothes around her daughter. She's singing all the words from Cardi B songs. She cussing out the men on the phone. So when her daughter grow up, what's she gonna be like? What she seen her mom do? That's what we going. That's what's going on, bro. We are destroyed. Same thing that Willie Lynch said. He was he was doing this to destroy us forever, right? And you can go back. Was it some more on that Willie Lynch? Or did
Yeah,
you have some?
that's the spirit I was going to say. Did you want me to get the rest of that?
Con.
Khan, now we can sleep soundly, for out of frozen fear his woman stands guard for us. He cannot get past her early slave molding process. He is a good tool, now ready to be tied to the horse at a tender age. By the time a nigger boy reaches the age of 16, so like you, he is soundly broken in and ready for a long life of sound and efficient work and the reproduction of a unit of good labor force. Continually through the breaking of uncivilized savage end by throwing the inward female savage into a frozen psychological state of independence by killing off the protective male image and by creating a submissive, dependent mind of the male slave, we have created an orbiting cycle that turns on its own axis forever unless a phenomenon occurs and reshifts the position of the male and female. We show this with example. Take the case of the two economic slave units and examine them closely. Let me see what a phenomenon is because I feel like it means like something happens. A occurrence, a fact, or event, basically like a life changing event. So that phenomenon will be coming into the truth that changes that cycle.
See that, man? And we breaking. Think how we think we be playing when we saying that we breaking generational curses, bro. And you know what I'm saying? You know, you have people, you know what I'm saying, be questioning why y'all tripping, bro. This y'all wasn't in slavery. Y'all didn't go through segregation. Y'all got an opportunity like we got. We don't want to hear nothing about that slavery stuff. But they don't understand that this stuff is still affecting us to this day. And a lot of them do. That's why they go into slavery. They mock us, man. You know what I'm saying? They mock our women. They destroy our women. Make our women feel worthless. Of course our women gonna want to be like them. That's all they see. They the definition of beauty. And I'm finna show you, it ain't nothing new under the sun. They've been trying to destroy us since the time of Exodus. And it's a verse. You know, what's that verse?
I know what you're talking about. Did you
You
want me
already know, huh?
to... Never mind.
Let me see it. Let me see it.
Did
You
you
know
want
what
me to
I'm
get the
talking
rest of
about.
that? Did you want me to get the rest of that letter?
You can get that. You can get that. And I'll pull my precept after. Yeah, I still want that letter though, but
Is it this on the screen?
when they drowned the men, when they killed the baby, the men babies.
Khan, I was trying to kill the men. Khan.
Con, that's it. What the brother said in the chat. I can't really see what he said.
I already
Oh,
put it up there.
okay, con.
So like you. mm, Khan. This is Exodus chapter 1 and verse 12. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew, and they were grieved because of the children of Israel. And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor, and they made their lives bitter with hard bondage and mortar and in brick and in all manner of service in the field, and all their service wherein they made them service with rigor. And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives, and he said, when you do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women, and see them upon the stools, if it be a son, then ye shall kill him. But if it be a daughter, then she shall live. But the midwives feared Yahweh, and did not as the king of Egypt commanded them, but saved the men children alive. And the king of Egypt called for the midwives and said unto them, why have you done this thing, and have saved the men children alive? Was this what you wanted?
Con.
But did you want me to get the rest of that? I mean, just going into.
You get the rest of it.
And the midwife said unto Pharaoh, because the Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women, for they are lively and are delivered before the midwives come in unto them. Therefore Yahweh dealt with the midwives, and the people multiplied and waxed very mighty. And it came to pass, because the midwives feared Yahweh, that he made them houses. And Pharaoh charged all his people, saying, every son that is born ye shall cast into the river, and every daughter ye shall save alive.
Right.
See
So
that?
they've been trying to destroy us since the beginning. Oh, they too powerful. Let's kill all the men. Let's kill all the boy babies and keep the women babies. They were teaching them how to be independent then. Be by themselves then. What's that movement? The
Feminist?
type in the feminism movement. That's what really started it too. Because that what really started it. They going back to the crafty council. They did that to destroy our women. Now our women trying to join this movement. Independent movement. That picture of that lady doing muscles like this. Like I said, they don't care if it affects some of their people. They know some of their people was gonna be with this movement. But it's a win for them if it gets to our people. Like just like they put crack in the hoods. They knew that some other people, they knew that we wasn't gonna be the only people that try that crack. They knew it was gonna be a lot of white people try crack, a lot of other races try crack. They knew that. But they was like, okay, we trying to get to the Israelites. We need them to try. We need them on it. It's a win for them if we fall to the trap. We fell to that independent movement. Think about it like this, man. Our women was submissive to their husbands, bro. Even in slavery, we had we had great families in slavery, bro. We was in order in slavery. In segregation, we was in order. You can look up pictures. We got the man in the household, family, everything looking good. But the white man, he was having trouble with his women, even during slavery. That's where the envy and hate come from towards us. Even now, you got the white man, right? He over us. Even in slavery, over us. But he can't get his woman to obey him. She the one that's trying to be independent. Meanwhile, he looking at his slaves, and they in order, happily married, jumping the broom, all that. He hating. He mad about that. Like, how I can't get my woman to obey me, but them slaves in worse conditions, they still get married happy. That's also why they destroyed our household. That's part of it. Yo, you still looking for it? Just type in the feminine move.
Salakia.
But
Nothing. I'm trying to find a picture. I know what picture you're talking about, but I don't know, like, it'd be hard for me to find her. I know exactly what picture you're talking about, though. But did you want me to read about the feminist movement?
Yeah, you can read it.
Con.
It's the yes we can. I think it said yes we can. It was some folly, man. You can read it.
Okay. First of all, let me get who funded it.
No, it had to be an Edomite woman. So-called white woman.
Elizabeth Cady Stanton, Susan B. Anthony, and Lucreta. So yeah, definitely Edomite for sure. Yep.
I heard of Susan B. Anthony. I ain't know what she did. But we learned about her in school. You know what she had going on. Some folly.
Can you read it, please?
Hmm. In general, feminism can be seen as a movement to put an end to sexism, sexist exploitation, and oppression, and to achieve full gender equality in law and in practice. So that was they claim when they started this movement. We want to be equal to men. We want to wear pants with men. We can do what men do. Where is that in the Bible? You know what I'm saying? America's supposed to be that God-fearing country. We supposed to be in God we trust. They make you put your hand, there you go. They make you put your hand on the Bible to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. But then they come up with stuff like this that goes against the Bible. We can do it. No one ain't. A woman would never be equal to a man. That's not the God's. That's not God's order. But they came up with this. Why? To destroy our women. Cause what the brother said. But he said, I can barely say it. Feminism was started by an Edomite, but they stayed with their husband and support them. See that? See what I'm saying? You got Edomites coming talking about we can do it too. Meanwhile, they ain't even on it. They at home loving their husband, all that, but they pushing this to destroy our people. And so now our women going from being, they getting all this stuff in their head about we can do it too. Now our women start looking at it like, hold up now, I can do what my husband do. It don't look hard what he do. Maybe I can do it too. And she started coming home with pants on. She used to always wear dresses. Now she come home with pants on in the button up shirt. Now she telling her husband what to do. Because of this, imagine how many of our women fell to this movement right here. When this movement come up, do it say? I know it went that long ago.
Are you asking when did the feminism movement started?
Yeah.
1848.
1848. That wasn't that long ago. It's not that. It's still affecting us to this day. Right? So you had something else on it? What's some more? What about the Willie Lynch?
I did. We breed 2 N females or 2 N males or 2 N females. Then we take the N males away from them and keep them moving and working. Say one N female bears an N female, and the other bears an N male. Both N females, being without influence of the Negro male image, frozen with the independent psychology, will raise their offspring into reverse positions. The one with the female offspring will teach her to be like herself, independent and negotiable. Negotiate with her, through her, by her. We negotiate her at will. The one with the Negro male offspring, she been frozen with the subconscious fear for his life, will raise him to be mentally dependent and weak, but physically strong. In other words, body over mind. Now, in a few years, when these two offsprings become fertile for early reproduction, we will mate and breed them and continue the cycle. That is good, sound, and a long-range comprehensive planning.
So that was planning. That was meditated on. And what do our mothers teach our children? Girl, you don't need no man. Just focus on your job. You don't need no man. You just live through your 20s. Have fun. You young. You don't need to worry about no man. Girl, you can get your bag and maintain, get a house and maintain. They don't never put get a husband. Get married young. It's okay. You don't have to be 30. You don't have to wait 30 years old. You don't have to wait your 30s to get married. Get married young if you can. They not man, their mothers ain't telling them that. They not telling them that. You know what I'm saying? That goes back to this plot right here. It worked indeed. The so-called white man, he's clever with wickedness on the left-hand side. With witchcraft, it definitely worked. We see it we look at our people in today's time and see it did work. What he said and what he imagined for it to be, it definitely came to pass, and it definitely working on our people. Definitely. With some more
That's all I have really.
current brothers and sisters can go read this on a free time. But man, I actually had precepts, but I ain't need the spirit ain't have me go. Sure, I brought some of them out. But get First Timothy. No, give me Deuteronomy 22:5. What the brother said. In 1948, there was a lot that joined the army. See that? Yeah. Women can do it too. Women in the army too. That's what they say. Why? When you go to the Bible, when did women ever go to war with men?
Never.
Never.
That
But
never
in
happened.
America, huh?
That never happened.
Never happened. But what's going on in the American army? Got men and women fighting together. Come on, bro. Make no sense, but you got it.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are an abomination to the Lord thy God.
So the so-called white man, see, he done read this book front and back. You know what I'm saying? Them elites, they don't read this book front and back, so they already know the things that we're not supposed to do. That's why they push the things that we're not supposed to do. They want us to stay in sin. They know we're not supposed to be dressing like this. They know our women are the most beautiful women on the face of the planet. It's no women on the face of the planet like the so-called blacks women, not the so-called Hispanic women, not the so-called Native Indian women. What women are doing? What are women doing? What women look like our women? Our women, man, you got to get that Judith. You got to get that Judith. And you got to get that Esther. And I might close out on them too. That precept in Esther, Judith, when they marveled at her beauty. Because a man is not supposed to wear what a woman wear. It's a dress code that we have as a people. But and the so-called white man know that. He understand that. He know that. That's how he destroying us so easy, because he been in our book. He been reading our book. Right? He understand. He know that our women is the definition of beauty. He know that. He know our women are the best at the fastest. That's why we turned up in track, man. We the face our women, even the face of all of these sports, right? Naturally beautiful. Got the skin glowing. You know what I'm saying? Got the woolly textured hair with the big lips. You know what I'm saying? With the beautiful body. You know what I'm saying? We the beautiful white teeth, bro. We are the children of Israel. We are the light. You know what I'm saying? We in the other nations, these women, they envy you, man. These other nations of women, they envy our women, bro. Because they envy that, okay. And a lot of so-called white men still want our women. They still want our women, bro. They envy that you can go in the sun without getting sunburned. They envy that your lips more shaped than big, and they lips little. They envy even though they say your hair is unprofessional, they envy that. They want that's why they always want to touch your hair. You got an afro. You come to work with a different hairstyle. You got an afro. They want to touch it. How does it feel? That just happened. I remember when I was in high school. This girl I know I was in class with, she actually came to school. I think she had an afro. She usually had braids, and she had an afro. We had an Edomite woman teacher, and she walked up to her and started, you know what I'm saying? Let me touch your hair. And she started touching her hair. And then she actually said, I wish my hair did that. Come on now. She said, I wish I could do that to my hair. And, they got me turned out there when I was first kind of learning about the truth. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, you can't though. You can't though. You know what I'm saying? When I first come into the truth, but yeah, man, they know that, bro. That's why they push on blow. What's that? What's it called? Vogue. Um, VOGUE. It's like a fashion beauty celebrity fashion show. Like it's like a
I know what you're talking about, babe.
magazine. Yeah, on the magazines. They most of the time they always have them white women on there, man. And if
Yeah.
not, they have our women on there, celebrities.
See that?
You know, that's the definition of beauty. That's all you see on the. I might you see the commercial all the time. You know what I'm saying? They might come up with a new hairstyle. I mean, a new shampoo, right? And it always be a white woman with blonde hair and blue eyes, um, doing the product. Hold up, let me see something. That always be them. Hold up, let me see something. Let me see something. Let me see. So I know this. Let me see something. Check this out, right? Go to Google Bay and type in um go to Google and type in the prettiest woman alive. You can go to images. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? They push that. They push their women as being the most beautiful women alive. It's very rare that you see our people, you know what I'm saying, being the prettiest women alive. They don't show our women doing that. They don't show our women as being beautiful, man. They only want to show our women as being harlots. That's that's the only thing they want to show. But you can get that precept. Who is Jodie Comer? Because they said that she was the prettiest woman alive. Let's see her. How she look? How Jodie Comer? Is that her? Is that the Edomite woman? Ain't no way. See, they playing games. They playing games or something. It's not even funny. They said they said that she's the prettiest woman alive.
And she look like a rat.
You know, hey, but hey, that's the common blonde hair, blue eyes, pale skin. She's the most she's the most prettiest woman alive. Thus says America.
You mean to tell me she look better than this? Hold on. What's them sisters' name? I could pull up any sister that look better than her, but I'm thinking of Lauryn Hill. You mean to tell me that looks better
Bro,
than this?
yeah. That's.
Are you
Come
kidding me?
on, bro. Let's keep it a stack. So you go click on the picture when she had a lot. Click on the first one. I don't even talk about that one. I'm talking about the one, the great with the great. So you telling me, can you zoom in on Lauryn Hill? Cause they playing games, bro. They saying that this is the prettiest woman alive. And that goes back to they gotta get it in your mind, bro. Just like with Yahweh Shah, Jesus Christ, he's a white man. So what our people believe? He a white man. Because that's all they see and all they hear. When you see this about them being the prettiest race, prettiest people, they gon' man, come on, bro. They gon' our people is gonna be in their mind. She don't look better than Angela Bassett. And Angela Bassett about how old Angela Bassett is. If you kept in the young days, it would have been crazy. She don't look better than Keke Palmer.
Oh, for sure.
Who else?
Any sister.
Any sister. She don't look better than. Man, she don't look better. How many? Hold up. They ain't finna players like that. We ain't finna let that rock. Like they just didn't try to do that. Hold up.
I can't really think of nobody, which is crazy. My mind going blank.
My mind going blank too. Let me see something.
She don't look better than Jennifer Hudson.
She don't look better than what her name is. She don't look better than Beyonce. She don't look better than Zendaya.
No.
And we just talking about celebrity. We ain't even talking about our people that are around the world. We talking about celebrities. She don't look better than Nia Long.
Oh yeah, for sure. Nia Long.
She didn't look better than Jada Pinkett back in the day. She didn't look better than her. Still don't. What's the sister of Scary Movie?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about.
Don't look better than her.
Who?
Her name was Brenda on Scary Movie.
This sister.
She don't look better than her.
I gotta find her real name. Regina Hall.
Yeah. What's the sister? What's that movie? What's that sister name of Love Don't Cost a Thing? She don't look better than her, and that's the Northern Kingdom sister.
Christina Milian.
Yeah, it's so many of our women. Man, they just try. See how disrespectful they are. She don't look better. What's the sister name? I forgot. I slipped my mind. She play on Love and Basketball. I forgot her name.
It's a lot of sisters that play on Love and Basketball, babe. Oh wait. I'm thinking of Love and Hip Hop. This sister.
She don't look better than Halle Berry. You know what I'm saying? She don't look better than the sister of Jumping the Broom.
She don't look better than nobody. She look like a rat.
That's what I'm saying. Like they disrespecting our women, bro. You know what I'm saying? They done disrespected our men. I mean our women. Straight disrespectful. They disrespected our women. But let's see what the Bible says. Judith is an Israelite woman. She is an Israelite woman, bro. I think she was from the tribe of.
I want to say Benjamin.
Nah, that was Esther.
Mm.
She was Northern Kingdom. Judith was Northern Kingdom. I think she was from. Was it Ephraim? No, she was from the tribe of. What? Wait, what tribe? I know she was North. She was so-called Northern Kingdom, though. I don't think it might not have been Ephraim. It might have been Simeon. It was. I think it was either Simeon or Ephraim. If brothers know, put it. Let me know, brothers. If brothers can put it. I think she was from Simeon. If one of the brothers say something, cause we finna. All right. If brothers say something, let me know. Cause she was definitely. I think she was so-called Dominican. And ain't no way that girl that we just seen. And I'm gonna actually put a picture of after we read this verse. But first, brother, let me know her tribe. So-called, let me know her tribe first so I can see something real quick. Cause man, we finna shine some light on our women, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cause we tired. They not finna sit here and try us, and they always look at our they like I said, they look at our women as sex objects. But our women, man, no woman look like our women. Ain't no people like our women. Salt of the earth, Puerto Ricans, so-called black women, so-called Jamaicans, so-called Cubans, so-called Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? A Native American, like
She from the
men
tribe
and
of Simeon, babe.
Simeon. Okay. I figure. So you can read that verse. I want to send you a.
My phone dead. And they wondered at her beauty and admired the children of Israel because of her. And everyone said to his neighbor, who would despise this people that have among them such women? Surely it is not good that one man of them be left, who being let go might deceive the whole earth.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So Judith looks so now. Judith was more likely she would be from the tribe of, and she would be a so-called Dominican in today's time. More likely, she would be a so-called Dominican. And the scripture said that, hey man, she was so beautiful, they marveled at it. You know how when you see a beautiful woman, like, dang, you can't stop looking. That's how they looked at her. They was like, man, who gonna despise these people? They looked at her and they was like, man, they glorify us by looking at her. And think about it, that's only one of our women. And I ain't even get Esther yet. Now we finna show y'all. Babe, type in now we don't know exactly how she looked, but she was a so-called Dominican. So you can type in like Dominican modest woman. Any picture you click on anyone. A Dominican, so-called Dominican modest woman. Cause this is our foremother. Now, like I said, that's only one sister that they done seen. They ain't seen the rest of our sisters.
You ain't finna find no modest ones. But man, it's pulling up. Never mind.
I mean, you can just wait, scroll up. Let me see something. I don't want to show no body pictures. They're not modest. You can just show. You can't even really see him for real. I know which one you can show. I've seen one, babe. Go to that light skinned sister. Cause you can't see her body, not her. It was another one. Right there. Now this is a so-called Dominican. Now our even going back to our Northern Kingdom women. Now Judith was a Northern Kingdom. She wasn't even Southern Kingdom. Esther was, and we're gonna get into her. But Judith was a Northern Kingdom woman. And they marveled at her beauty. Right? So just imagine how she really looked when she just modest though. Just imagine that. Now let's keep it real. Brothers ain't really sitting here marveling at the beauty of a so-called white woman. We're not just sitting up here, I gotta have her. You up all night scratching your head. She looked so good with her pale skin. With the blonde, stringy dog hair. Oh my God, I gotta have her. Brothers ain't up really doing that, bro. You see her in public, cool, and then you go on. Brothers ain't really marveling. I'm talking about marveling, like, oh my God, she's bad. Brothers ain't doing that, man. To no so-called white woman. But to our women, it's just something about our women, man. Because they are the daughters of Zion. They are the daughters of God. Right? So Judith was the definition of beauty, man. And Judith was an Israelite. So if Judith was the definition of beauty, and she was she was an Israelite woman, how much more our women being the definition of beauty? Because that's their foremother. You see what I'm saying? But you can get that precept in Esther, going into how she looked. Because Esther, everybody, I don't know if people read the book of Esther. She was a Benjamite. So she would have been more likely a so-called Jamaican. And you can just look at our women around. Like we know that our women are heaven sent, man. Just look around. We just bugged out. They just been destroyed by Esau. That's all. But you got it. You on mute if you read it.
Can you read it, please? It's really loud in here.
Yeah, I got it. Esther 2:17. And the king loved Esther above all the women. And she obtained. So basically what's going on, right? To sum it up for brothers and sisters that haven't read the book of Esther and definitely need to read it. The king had a wife named Vashti. And the king basically called Vashti. He basically called her. And when the king called you, you have to go. He's the king. But she didn't go. She was being hard-headed. She didn't go when the king called her. So the king basically so-called dropped her. He was like, man, you know what? She's done. She's done. Her rank that she had is, you know what I'm saying, being the queen is over with. So basically he had a so-called, in today's time, I think it'd be like a beauty pageant. He had all these different women lined up. And he basically they all came in where he was at. He was going to choose the one that he wanted. Now, Esther was Israelite, right? Out of all them heathen, the king chose her. It says, and the king loved Esther above all the women, and she obtained grace and favor in his sight more than all the virgins, so that he set the royal crown upon her head and made her queen instead of Vashti. So, you know what I'm saying? The king, hold up. The king chose Esther. She won that beauty pageant, man. Out of all those women that he had to come in there, she was the best one. She blew him out. As soon as he seen her, you know what? Yeah, come here. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. But Khan, man. Hold up. She was just man. That's the right. Even just right there, dude. Like that should show you we different, man. And sisters, it's high time for you to wake out of sleep. What it is, Romans 13 and was that 13 and high time to wake out of sleep. What was that? Romans 13 and 11. Romans 13 and 11, man. Because they done did a number on our women. Still to this day, you know, they doing a number on our women, but you know, that's that crafty counsel that the Bible said they was gonna do. They're destroying us, man. It's time for us to wake up. Romans 13:11. And that knowing the time, that now is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believe. So the Bible said, man, it's high time to wake up. You so-called black and Latino women, it's high time for you. And they turned y'all against each other. Now, they turned so-called black, they turned us against each other. They turned so-called black and Latino women against each other. It's high time to come back to your nationality and remember who you are. You a princess. You're not no city girl. You're not no sex object. The Bible says it's high time to awake out of sleep. You've been taught. You've been bamboozled. You've been destroyed. The stuff that you do that you think is okay, the so-called white men allow you to do that. America says okay. The Bible says otherwise, and you will get judged for the stuff that you're doing. It's high time to come back. Remember that you're a daughter of Zion. Remember that you're a princess and that you're precious in the Most High God's eyes. Stop playing games. Right? Because you have an enemy. You have indeed an enemy. The so-called white man, he is indeed, you know what I'm saying, looking to destroy your soul. to destroy to destroy marriages, man. To have the woman independent. That's what his whole job is. So we have to be moving, bro, in the spirit. And just remember that, man. You know what I'm saying? So Lord willing, this video was edifying, man. What did the brother say anything in the chat? Lord willing. Con. So Lord willing, this video was edifying, man. I want to see if I had something else before I close out, because I don't want to end the video and be like, dang, I forgot to say this. So, babe, did you think I should speak? What is it, something that I missed that you think I should speak on?
I'm trying to think about it right now and see.
Because I want to see if it's something I should show. Going back to what I said earlier, we have these different hood movies, man. Hood classes that we used to watch. But in the so-called white community, they don't have no hood movies. They don't have them type movies. Why are we the only people that have, and you know what I'm saying, us and Latinos, we the people that got those movies like that. That's you know what I'm saying, that's showing negative to. Why would you even allow something to air that shows negative of our people? That's how you know they're trying to destroy our people, bro. It's a plot. Crack in the hoods in the 80s was a plot. The woman turned against the man, that's a plot.
I mean, I can't really think of nothing. I feel like you touched on everything through the spirit. A very, very beautiful video. Yeah, I can't really think of that right now, my love.
Con. I want to show a video, but I don't want copyright. It's a video I had. I do not want it to get copyrighted at all.
You can drop the link in the live chat and in the description box.
Con, we'll do that. If I can remember what it's called. I had screen recorded it.
Do you got the video link?
I had screen recorded it. I ain't have the link.
We could just put it in you can put it in the description box then, Lord willing.
I want to say this too. And a lot of stuff that we go through as a people, we look at it as being normal. That's the norm for us, man. You know what I'm saying? The woman and the man fighting against each other, husband and wife fighting each other. Oh, that's normal. That's normal. You know what I'm saying? The woman leaving the house dressed and half naked. That's normal. A lot of this stuff is normal to us because of the plot this place have destroyed as precept, Revelations 18, the proof, man. And I'm gonna close out after this precept, Lord willing. Revelation 18 and Revelation chapter 18 and verse 2 through 7. Revelation chapter 18 verse 2 through 7. And I'm gonna close out. Proof. This is proof that, you know what I'm saying, that we have drunk of the wine of Babylon. It's not talking about actual con. It's not talking about actual wine. It's talking about we have drunk, you know, mentally and spiritually, we have drunk of the philosophies of America. Verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great, which is America, is fallen, and it's become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, in a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her work. And the cup which she hath filled to her double. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no. That's talking about and see no sorrow. That's talking about America. The Bible said we drunk of the wine of her fornication. Every nation, you come over here to America, you literally change, like Chinese and Japanese people, Arabs, they come over to America and literally change their whole customs. Cause they start drinking, they start doing the stuff that America do. That mindset come in. They know dang well if they can't do that stuff in their country. That's why they come to America. So they can have more freedom and do wickedness. Our people drink of the wine of Babylon. Our people, you know what I'm saying, start doing stuff here and think it's okay. Because we have been fooled. We are literally spiritually drunk. Right? We don't even know it though. America's literally rocking us to sleep. Talking about everything gonna be okay. You don't gotta worry about the disease no more. You ain't gotta worry about the rumors of war with Russia and Ukraine. Everything's okay. You can be what you want to be. America's literally rocking us to sleep like a baby, bro. Rocking us to sleep. They don't. That's like somebody pour you a drink, right? Keep pouring you wine, you drinking it. You gonna get drunk. That's what America been doing. Pouring us drink, man. Fooling us, getting us drunk. So now we don't even know that we so-called naked. We don't even know that we drunk. That's what they fooled us. They bamboozled us. You know what I'm saying? But it's high time to wake out of sleep, man. Our salvation is nearer than what we believe. We waking up, man. Israel on the rise. We got next. Repent or perish. I hope this video was edifying to the sisters, man. Because it was meant for me. Lord willing. Hey, the brothers too. You know, I hope it was edifying. You know, just to, wake up, man. Remember who the real enemy is. Right? Remember who the real enemy is. You Black and Latinos and Native American Indians, we have a common enemy. Wake up and remember who the real enemy is. Right? So with that, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And I say Shalom, Kwam Yasharallah.